we wanted to give 110% to the pod, and you hope you give 110%, and I think we gave 110%. Do you ever feel like there's a better day? Because I've seen better. I've seen better every day. Oh, like the song at the end, dude.
Yeah, dude. I had that as one of my notes. I was like, great ending credit song.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
It was just perfect.
You're like, this is a feel good movie, man. I love this movie.
So good, so good. All right. Well, for those that are joining us, if you're watching on YouTube, you notice we're a man down. Brandon, unfortunately,
R.I.P.
Yeah, has been taken by the dance competitions.
Mm-hmm. He's a busy man.
Busy man. He let us know last week that he wasn't going to be able to make it this week, so he let us go on without him. And instead of doing our normal stuff that we usually do, we're going to switch it up. I know we've done this before. We're going to talk about a movie. And it was funny because when we were trying to figure out a movie to do this, I was like, what's a movie that we don't want to pick a movie that Brandon would want to do too, right? Because it would be fun for all three of us to do. So we want to save those for all of us.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's a movie that's like kind of niche to me and Eric? And that's Bedazzled. Brendan Fraser classic.
It's fantastic. It's a great movie.
It's so good.
We were a man down. We were like, Bedazzled. We're going to do Bedazzled. Yeah. It's a movie I've seen a million times.
Yeah. Don't even need to rewatch it.
Mm-mm. Yeah. There were parts where I was like, I forgot, like, what's the next character? I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, the emotional, sensitive guy on the beach.
Yeah. I completely forgot about the president part.
Yeah, and I forgot about that one too.
Yeah.
Yep.
That one was great.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're jumping ahead of ourselves.
Yep, sorry.
Yeah. But man, this movie was fantastic. And it's one of those movies when it came out, I feel like it felt like not many people watched it. Like I feel like I was one of a few that
it did well.
watch it.
Dude, it made almost $100 million in the 2000.
Yeah. That's crazy.
For a pretty simple movie of like, what if the devil gives you 7 wishes?
Yeah. Would you sell your soul?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, very well. I mean, it only had like a $40 million budget, I think. So the fact that it made $100 million is fantastic. But
yeah,
I feel like back in the day, I didn't know anybody who watched it. And then I don't know how we brought it up between us. I don't know if it was like in high school or college or when we kind of.
I mean, 2000, we were freshmen in high school.
Yeah. Yeah. So we may have talked about it in high school. I don't know.
That's probably why it's so imprinted on my brain, because we'll go into it, but some of the scenes and some of the quotes are like, we say this. I've been saying it for 25 years now.
Yeah. And I'll still say it for 25
I'm still going to say it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, this movie was fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought my worry was on the rewatch. I was like, man, am I still going to think like it's still good or if it's outdated or, whatever the case may be? Surprisingly, it still holds up really well.
Very, very much so. I agree. But it's way smaller. Like it's like an hour and a half long.
Yeah, not very long at all. Like we were only on like 4 wishes with an hour in. I'm like, they still got to do like 3 wishes. We still only got like 30 minutes here.
Yeah. Anish, 2 things. First off, Elizabeth Hurley. We're here to pay our respects to Elizabeth Hurley. She's throwing heat like crazy in this movie. I feel like I think this came out after The Spy Who Shagged Me, Austin Powers.
Yeah.
So it was like this is like the peak of her powers, and she's great in this movie. But then also Brendan Fraser. I was like, dude, he rules.
So good.
He plays every character and like you believe every single one. Like he's the dweeby tech guy. He's the Colombian drug lord. He's the sensitive soft guy. He's the aristocratic smart, but he's gay guy. Hey, the President Lincoln was just funny, but you know what I mean. Like every one of the characters, though, you're like, dude, he's like throwing heat in all these roles. Very good.
Like it didn't feel like he was overacting in any of those like characters he was playing either. Yeah, he played it perfectly. Mm-hmm. And this was really before. I feel like this was really right before he took off because the Mummy movies came out like after this.
Did it?
Yeah, I think the Mummy came out in like 01 or 02.
Dude, and the Mummy is a fantastic movie. Yeah, he's also great in Blast from the Past. Mm-hmm. Love that movie.
That's a good one. Brendan Fraser, very underappreciated. I feel like. Yes. I feel like he doesn't.
he was like a young like child actor, and then he blew up with these movies, or and during the end of '90s to the 2000s, and then he just like for whatever reason just like disappeared. But I feel like he's on the comeback tour.
Yeah, for sure.
He
Like I
was
feel
in The
like
Whale.
yeah, I was gonna say the whale is really I feel like what brought people back. Like,
Yeah.
oh man, I forgot about how good he is. Like,
Yeah, we should do The Mummy as a rewatch because that movie also still holds up and still
so
kicks
good.
ass.
That movie's so good, dude.
Yeah.
I remember when I first saw it, I was like, "This is awesome."
I saw it in theaters, same thing, and I just remember being like, "This is cinema.
Yeah,
this is peak.
This is cinema." Yeah, exactly. Just
Like a
Shia LaBeouf in the
Scorsese.
movie theater, clapping.
Yeah. Just like, oh, man, crying, watching, scared.
Yep.
Immortal.
Oh man. Okay. So I had a few notes before we get into kind of our categories. First of all, the opening credits montage, just perfect for the time this movie was released.
Yes.
Just the whole fast pace through life. You got the opening credits rolling. You got the classic, late 90s, 2000s type music going.
Yep. And I like the way it was doing like the kind of like, narcissistic or, doesn't double dips or whatever, like the funny little comments about people. Very funny.
Yeah. Brendan Fraser's was the doormat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was good. Perfect for that. Do you know what got on Rotten Tomatoes?
I didn't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
Because the movie's awesome. Because everyone that has seen it loved it.
Yeah. So that's why I think you're going to be surprised. So critics gave it a 50%, which
that's crazy.
Yeah. But for the critics, for this type of movie, it makes sense on Rotten Tomatoes, knowing how they usually score.
But to be fair, was Rotten Tomatoes around in 2000?
Oh, also true. Also
that's a weird one because it's like, I don't think Rotten Tomatoes, like that was like early internet days.
Yeah, that might be like some revisionist history, like going back and watching it after it was already out.
Yeah.
So people weren't watching it in the time it was released. And really this movie, I feel like a lot of it plays off of kind of the time period it was in, like when it was released.
Good point, Anish. I was also I saw an observation. Or first, you said 50% from the critics. What's the score from the fans?
Lower, 43%.
What?
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I think this came out on Rotten Tomato. Obviously, probably made it big after 2000, far after 2000.
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes. Also, who uses Rotten Tomatoes now to see it? Also, nowadays you can't even trust a review of a movie because you never know what the person's intentions are, or motives are.
Yeah, everybody look. They try to say they're being objective when doing these, but their bias is always in play.
It's impossible.
When people are rating movies.
Also, how do you not watch that movie and just go, "That was delightful. That was very fun.
It's a fun ride."
Yeah, simple. It's it's got a cute little thing at the end where it's like, oh, and he gets out. He gets to keep his soul.
Yeah, exactly. He found a little loophole.
He learns a lesson. He realizes, be your true self, and boom, cue the music.
Yeah, they hit the classic 90s trope with
if you wanna be somebody else. It's great.
Great, just fantastic. I know we talked about Brendan Fraser a little bit earlier, but again, once again, he plays each character perfectly, and he plays that awkward goof character, like the nerdy tech guy, just masterfully.
Like when he's at the bar and he's like, I'm really upset with you guys. He's like, I may not sit down. And like, okay, good. He's like, I'm gonna
sit down,
dude. But it's funny because it's Brendan Fraser, so you're like, no one would be like, no one would treat him that way, like in the workforce. But it is funny, like you've had coworkers where you're like, oh God, Tim's coming over.
Yeah,
shoot.
Yep,
we're all paid to be around each other, so that sucks.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. So he was good in that. Also, just very 2000s. A Big Mac and a large Coke was $3.47.
I didn't say anything. I was like, no way. That's what the Coke is now.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, God, damn,
so there were to me there were three things that dated it. That I was like, oh, those are the only things to me that like dated it. Was the cheap McDonald's, the Big Mac, and a Diet Coke. Excuse me. His work computer was the Apple desktop monitor.
Yep.
That was very funny. Or you had to be there. And then also you're like, that's a nice monitor. Back in the day, if you had one of those, you're like, that's a nice monitor. And and the beeper, the devil beeper.
The devil beeper. Yeah,
that's the one where I was like, oh, that's like the really only thing that you're like, yeah, this movie's pre iPhone.
Yeah. Yep. 100%. But yeah, those are kind of basic notes I had before we get into kind of our categories. Anything else? Any other observations you had before we get into it?
No, honestly, it's funny because it's not like a serious movie, but
Mm-mm.
I love the way with each scenario, each wish scenario that they it's like the commitment to honestly the when he's the Colombian drug lord. That's like it's like 8 minutes of them speaking Spanish.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
But they all the way they're speaking it. Granted, I don't speak Spanish, but they all sound fantastic.
yeah,
Like, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
Fantastic
I love
commitment.
I love the way each one. It was like, no, buckle in for 5 minutes of this very specific scene, and then right back to reality.
Yeah, for this type of movie, the actor's got to be all in. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't work. You know what I mean? Like that scene would not have been as funny if they didn't do it in Spanish.
Yeah. Yes. If he was like speaking English and doing the stuff, it'd have been like it's fine. But yeah, him speaking like perfect Spanish, like that's the wish.
Yeah,
that's the magic of the wish.
Yeah,
or the devil's work.
Yeah, and it's also the realization when the butler's coming to speak to him and he's speaking in Spanish and he's like, I don't speak Spanish, but he says it in Spanish.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I do speak Spanish.
Yeah, and then he goes through his old like high school Spanish like sentences and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Very good.
All right, let's go and get into it. First category, best scene. Do we want to just say what our best scene was, or should I just list a few and then we can kind of just
hold on. You go ahead.
Okay. What do you want me to do? You want me to list off a few, or do you want me to say what my favorite one was?
Well, it's a good question. Go ahead and list off a few, and then we'll choose one.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so I had a few listed here. So obviously, like I mentioned earlier, not the credits, but the opening scene right after the credits, where you kind of get into a dive into his life of being
how
like
sad
the tech
his life
nerd.
is.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And he's trying to fit in with all his coworkers, and they just all seem like irritated as hell being around him.
Yep.
So that's a good scene. When he's first meeting Elizabeth Hurley at the bar.
It's a great scene.
Fantastic.
Because I mean, and the whole thing is like she's a very attractive individual, but she's also the devil and she's a temptress. And so, the whole thing is like seduction and just like I can give you the world, and it's great.
Yeah, fantastic. And she does the trick with the pool balls and hits them all in, and he's like, hot diggity.
Yeah. He's like generally like, wow, I am impressed.
Yeah. So that's the fast one, a good one. When Elliot gets his first taste of like the good life at the club, where everybody's like saying his name and into him and notices him.
Yep.
Elliot.
Elliot. Yeah. Dude, I love. I feel like I'm gonna be interrupting you nonstop. And when he's going to sign the deal, and he's like in the Fabio on the beach, and he's like doing like the sign it thing. Like that's another one in my head. Like the sign. It's like since I was a freshman in high school, it's been like in my brain of like sign it.
Just ingrained.
Yeah.
Yep. We talked about this earlier, but when he first realizes he speaks Spanish,
and his general shock of like, oh.
Yeah. And he's like, hola, mucho gusto. He's just saying like random stuff. And then that bleeding into when he realizes Raul has been sleeping with his wife for the last 6 months.
Yes.
Like that whole scene is just hilarious from start to finish.
I know, because you could almost do you're like, are there any of the wish scenarios that you didn't like?
No, they were all fantastic.
I know. I agree.
All so funny, dude. They're all so good.
Yeah.
Like when he's on the beach and he's like, I wrote a song about dolphins. You want to hear it? Yeah, he does the dolphin noises.
Dude, okay. That's also the he's like, when is that sun gonna set? Yeah. That's another one. Every time you go to the beach, you can't help but say that. It's so funny.
Just beaming in your eyes.
Yeah.
And obviously our the one we quote all the time, the basketball scene.
It is, and it's my favorite part of the movie. Like Anish, I literally was like cackling last night, like watching it. I'm like, this is so good, dude. His mannerisms, like, ugh.
Yeah.
When he's the basketball player for the Diablos.
And the whole locker room interview afterwards.
Yes. Yeah.
Where she's so into him and then his towel drops.
Yeah. I like the way each version of his love interest, how she's like a bad person in every one of the scenarios.
Yeah.
Like she wants to be with the jocks on the beach, or she only wants to sleep with the well-endowed basketball player, or she doesn't want to be with the sensitive guy.
Yeah. Just hilarious. But Yeah, the whole locker room scene, dude. Like you said, I was cracking up just out loud by myself, just watching it, dude.
He's like,
yeah. He's like, whoa. He's like, what's tiny?
Well, and when he's like, damn the devil.
Yeah, damn the devil to hell.
So good.
And then he's trying to put the numbers
dumb.
in the pager, and he's dumb, and he doesn't know what numbers it is.
Yeah. What the?
Yeah. And then the last one I had written down, obviously, I mean, this is kind of like Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Like I could have wrote down so many scenes, but I kind of try to limit myself. But the president scene when he's Abe Lincoln, he's like introducing himself when he looks in the mirror. He's like, "What the?"
Well, someone pops champagne. And he's like super paranoid.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah, very good. He's like, hold on.
Do we have to see this play today?
Yeah, very good.
Oh,
I'm trying to think. I also like the ending. I like when he's back in the office and his coworkers are teasing him, and he like kind of goes like manly.
Snaps.
He snaps on him, and then he goes home, and there's it's like, hey, there's a quirky girl. You're a quirky guy. You both like speakers.
Yeah. Yep, that's a good one too.
So what's your favorite? What's your favorite?
Man, so after rewatching it, so it always has been the basketball scene for me.
Yeah.
That's always been, but after rewatching it, the drug lord scene is pretty damn good.
I was gonna say, the basketball scene is like they'll give 110%, and you hope we give 110%, and I think we did 110%.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite scene in the movie. But I agree. I was like, I forgot how like funny the Colombian part is. Like the Orlando Jones is like got all the cocaine on his big mustache. Yeah.
Oh man. And also when he does a scene where he like rips his mustache after
he spazzes like and then he has like the little band-aid on his upper lip.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, it's great.
It was really good. I still think the basketball scene though is my favorite.
Yeah, it's just maybe because we do like sports, but it is like the silliness of his dunks and like, oh, Anish, I took a picture. I had to go back and look at it. I was like, what were his stats? Anish. he had new league records for points, 104 in a game. A new league record for rebounds, 45 in a game. New league record for assists, 32 in a game. New league record for steals, 37, and a new league record for blocks, 28. In one game. Elite athlete.
Creme de la creme. Top of the cream right there.
Yes. I literally was like, I don't think I've ever looked at his stats before. That is hilarious.
Yeah. That's funny. Oh man. So yeah, I think we're in agreement there. The basketball scene, just one of one, best of all the scenes that are out there.
It's so funny, and he's like he's a big dummy dude. When he's sweating, giving the interview, and he's talking to the reporter, it's just like, I was like, they clearly had to have had like water hoses in his wig because it was just like flowing off his face.
That was the real like sweat meme before the Jordan, the Key and Peele sweat meme.
Yeah. Jordan Peele just like sweating nervously. Yeah.
Oh man. And also I think it's so good because that's like I feel like that's the most quotable scene. Like I feel like there's so many quotes in that small little 5-minute, wish that that's like most of our quotes come from.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So nice. All right. So we'll transition that into what you thought the best version of Brendan Fraser was. So I'll list them off just for the viewers who haven't seen the movie. If you haven't, go watch it. It's great. Obviously, we had drug dealer Elliot, El Jefe.
Yep.
We had the sensitive version of himself.
Yep. He's wearing like the California sweater thing on the beach.
Yeah. And the hairstyle and everything. Yeah. You had the basketball star.
Basketball star.
Yep. You had smart, pompous Elliot.
Yep. Well-read author.
Well read. Yep. Exactly.
Also well endowed when he walks in the room and he like corrects himself.
Yep. Yeah. Because that was part of his wish.
Yeah.
After being the basketball star.
Yeah. He's like, not comically.
Yeah. And then we had President Elliot, and then I just threw normal Elliot in here as well. Yeah. Just throw a little bit extra in there. So who was your favorite Elliot in this movie?
Man, like we talked about it just recently. The basketball scene's my favorite because he's so funny. I love him as the Colombian drug lord. But I think one of my favorite versions of Brendan Fraser is when he's the suave author, the gay author. Like he plays charm. He's very charming as as whatever his character is. And so like part of me is like, I'm like, he's a good actor. I like those scenes. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the book author.
That's a good one. See, you swerved there. I like it because I'm also gonna swerve because yes,
don't say the sensitive guy.
He was good. He was good.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But I was gonna my swerve's not as big as yours, but I'm gonna go with El Jefe. Drug dealer.
Yes.
Brendan Fraser. Just throwing heat. He wakes up to the realization he speaks Spanish.
When she does the English and it's horrendous and he's like bien.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, Anish, I would agree. That's probably like that might be the funniest bit is him being the coke lord.
Yeah, and then how he switches to I think it was like Russian or something, talking to the people.
Yes.
He's like, I don't speak Russian. He's like, of course I speak Russian.
Of course I speak perfect Russian.
And like you mentioned, like that whole scene where he's talking about it, and Orlando Jones in the bag just with the nose full of cocaine.
Yes,
just
yes,
fantastic. Yeah, so I would say drug dealer Elliot is my favorite version.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. We're gonna move on to best line. Lots of quotable lines in this movie. We'll kind of do the same thing. I'll list a few, and then we can just kind of go back and forth, see what we come up with our favorites. And if I left some out, you let me know. So okay, obviously, the whole you want to play good, you hope to play good. I thought we played pretty good out there.
That's
just
elite
usage of a line. When he finds out he's an actual drug lord, and that's how he got rich and not through like horses and shit. And he's like cocaína, it's cocaína. And he's just like, I'm a Colombian drug lord. Of course I am.
Yeah.
That one
That's
is
a great
fantastic. One. Yeah. And then they're talking about like how Allison's acting different. And they're like, what got into Allison? And I think it was Elizabeth Hurley. He's like, I think that was Raul. Like when they were like she was like acting weird. Like, what got into her? I think it was Raul. That's another fantastic one.
That's a good one. Yep.
Yeah. And then there's one I wrote it down, but I should have wrote down who said it because my mind is blanking right now. But it was like they're like, I've never paid for sex except this one time. The whole internet thing, you just click, and you just gotta do it.
because that's whenever Elizabeth Hurley's like seducing him outside of the bar.
Yep.
She's
yep.
Like,
that's what.
Let's talk business, and he's like, "Oh, I've never done that."
Yeah. And then the whole when he's a smart Elliot, and he finds out that he's gay, and he's trying to like still hook up with Allison, and his gay partner's saying something. He's like, "You shut up, bitch."
Dude, that guy is hilarious. He's like, "Oh, he's gay, honey."
Yeah,
like when he's like in the bed.
Yeah. And then the last one I had was after he makes out with Allison to figure out if he's gay or not, and he gets back up, he's like, "Well, I'm gay. Thanks for dropping by."
Yeah, like he gives her a handshake.
Yeah, just so casually. So those are the ones I wrote down
for quotes.
Yeah,
dude, when is that sun gonna set?
Yeah,
that's a great one.
True. Yeah,
I love that one.
One.
Damn the devil to hell.
The devil to hell.
Another one that I say regularly, and the give 110%. Like those are my three. And if I had to pick one, it's got to be the give 110%.
Yeah, yeah. But like you said, the sunset one is really close.
Dude, it's so good. Yeah, like when is that sun gonna set?
Yeah, just. That was applicable like in every day-to-day life.
It is, but you're right though. I had forgotten about the dolphin song.
Yeah,
he's like hitting the guitar.
I forgot he was gonna make the dolphin noise. It just like killed me, dude.
I also like it. Allison's the girl's name, right?
Yeah.
When she's like talking to the sensitive guy about how it's not gonna work, and then she's like, I just want a guy who's gonna pretend to be into me just so we can try to get in my pants. And the one guy goes, that would be me.
Yeah.
Oh, I also like Britt Anish. I like when he does the sketch real quick of her, and it's a perfect, beautiful sketch.
Yeah,
like it like stuns her. She's like, "Wow, that's really good."
Yeah, I made her think things for a second there.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. I would say obviously all the basketball ones, they're probably the best lines.
Yeah.
And then the sunset one would be a very close second for me.
Isn't there what is the guy says something to him, the sports report, the NBA reporter, he says something really fancy and he's looking like,
yeah.
Well, you want to go out there and you want to give 110%. You hope you give 110%.
Like his mind's trying to compute what he's saying.
Yeah. He's like, well, I think we did.
Yeah. He has no idea what he's saying.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right. Next category, Dion Waiters Award. Again, small cast, so not too many to choose from.
I was telling Anish, dear listener, there's like 14 actors in this movie, and one of the actors is John Wilkes Booth, who has like 2 seconds of screen time.
Yeah,
he says he speaks Latin, and that's how you get to see him.
Yeah,
so it really is. It's a tight ship.
Yeah, so I'll let you pick. Let's just pick who we think our Dion Waiters Award is.
Since we're stealing this, the Dion Waiters Award is usually for a side character who comes in and steals scenes. Does that mean you can't pick Elizabeth Hurley or Brendan Fraser?
Yeah, those two are probably off the board here.
See, and it's such a small cast. I mean, I don't know, dude, because I like they don't really use Orlando Jones a lot in the movie.
Yeah,
but I like the one actor who his gay lover when he's the smart guy.
Is he the? I don't think
he's in Down Periscope. Do what?
I don't think that gay guy. I don't think the guy who plays his gay lover is one of the friends though. Is he?
He is.
Oh, he is.
He is. He's the one at the end whenever he gets mean and he tells the guy like, "Nice talk, buddy."
Yeah. Okay.
And he's the one that he waddles down behind the cubicle. That's him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
So I was thinking, out of like the friend group, I feel like that guy to me is the one that like stands out the most.
Yeah. I had a cop out first. I was just gonna say the group of friends because they were all kind of in it at the same time and they were all always together. But yeah, if there was one standout, it'd have to be that guy because he had the one solo scene which was like stand out with when he was the smart version of himself.
Toby Huss is the actor's name.
Yeah, definitely do not know who that is.
No, well, he's like that guy.
That guy, yep.
Exactly. Like, because he's in the movie Down Periscope. Have you seen that one with Kelsey Grammer?
Yeah,
he's the one. He's like the radar technician, or one of them.
Yeah, but yeah, like you said, there weren't too many to pick from. Obviously, the group of friends. I had Allison in here just because there weren't many to pick from, but she's kind of meh,
So let's talk about it.
Yeah.
What do you think of Allison? The character. I'm not talking about the actress because she does all the different roles.
Yeah. So as a character, I could do without her. I don't see what Brendan Fraser sees in her.
It's one of those things where it's like clearly the pitch of the movie is Brendan Fraser and Elizabeth Hurley. They get all the screen time. It's literally just those two talking to each other, back and forth in a lot of the scenes. And I feel like, I don't know, the actor, she's fine, but she's also like not exactly memorable. Like the whole time I was thinking, I'm like, what else has she been in?
Yeah, exactly. Like she has that look to her. Like she looks familiar. Like she looks like she's been in things. But you're right. I can't put she's not memorable enough to realize like where she's actually from.
Yeah, I don't think she's been in a bunch. Her name is Frances Ann O'Connor, but yeah, I don't think she did much.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
So yeah, it's one of those things where you're like, yeah, maybe all the budget went to having Elizabeth Hurley and Brendan Fraser in the movie, maybe, and they probably just needed someone to kind of be the love affection. It's like he's not going to end up with her, so that's not necessarily a great role for someone coming into the movie. So yeah, I feel like fine, forgettable, and even I don't know if I love her voice at the end.
Yeah, too high pitch.
Yeah, it's way too like chipmunky or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, every time I watch it, I'm like, that's a weird choice that they went with. Oh gosh, Spraken's batten down the hatches. Oh boy, here, I guess I'm just talking to myself right now.
Yeah. Yeah, not great, but
yeah.
That just kind of shows you that character though, like because that was probably the most memorable version of her in the whole movie. Was that I would agree. One?
Yeah, because even the Colombian drug lord wife, when she's the drug lord wife, there's not many lines.
Yeah.
Besides her getting mad,
Yep. exactly. But yeah, I also had Raul as a Dion Waiters guy. But again,
Yeah.
not just he's really just in that one kind of
Yeah,
main
that's a
thing.
tough one because it is. You're like, I get it, but he's only in there he's barely in it.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think where we landed with one of the three friends and the one that played his gay lover was hands out probably the
it's
best.
just funny because that's so outlandish.
Yeah, I almost gave it to Orlando Jones just from
He's
the
like,
cocaine
dude,
scene.
he's like in the prone, like fixing his hair in the bed.
Yeah.
Like he's like, oh honey. Yeah, he's so over the top.
Oh man, just fantastic. All right, now the big one, the MVP of the movie. Obviously, he's down to two people: Elizabeth Hurley, Brendan Fraser.
Yep.
Who do you got?
Elizabeth Hurley.
Fair.
I mean, Brendan Fraser's putting on a clinic, doing all the different acting roles and stuff. It's Elizabeth Hurley, and she's. I was telling Anish before that she has like 20 wardrobe changes throughout the movie. Like some of them are funny, like she walks behind like a changing thing and comes out in like an angel or a devil costume or whatever. But like literally every time he sees her, she'll be like a cop. She's like when he's the sensitive guy on the beach, she's like in a bikini with the Rottweilers that are like when he's about to kiss her, and he's like the dogs are barking and she pulls them out of there. Like she's the school teacher, all the kids. She's got all the apples on the desk. Did you catch that part, Anish?
Yeah,
like they're all like smitten with her.
yeah.
Just
hanging on every word she's saying.
Yeah, yes. So that was with Hurley.
Yeah, I think you turned me coming in. I was gonna say Brendan Fraser just because he was obviously this like.
I mean, yeah,
he did
fantastic.
everything in the movie. Yeah, he did. It's his movie. But I think you're right. Elizabeth Hurley just came in throwing heat, and at the time the movie
she doesn't
came out,
have that. Do what?
I was saying the time the movie came out, she was the headliner, really.
Yes.
Like she was the known commodity to get asses in seats for this movie. I know. And she's and because it's weirdly enough, she wasn't in a ton of movies. Mm-mm.
Like,
really wasn't.
Yeah, Austin Powers was in 1999, and then she did Bedazzled in 2000, and then it was all like nothing Nothing big after that.
Yeah, she hasn't really done anything since Bedazzled.
No. I mean, now I think she's just a person or a celebrity Instagram.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call her an influencer, but she's still around. She's still doing it.
She still got it.
She still got it.
Yeah, but so I think you turned me to put my vote for Elizabeth Hurley just because, like you said, just throwing heat. Just like you said, the 20 outfit changes were fantastic. Just change your outfit to whatever the scene was.
Yeah, and it's like as in like who won the movie. It's like, okay, what did they get out of this going forward? And it's like Brendan Fraser, he had already been in movies and he continued being in movies. But like Elizabeth Hurley, this was like her Mount Rushmore. Like she did Austin Powers, she did this movie, and it was just like, oh, and really the whole appeal is look how beautiful this person is.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah,
it really was. I'm interested to see when the whole, because I don't remember quite when the whole Hugh Grant stuff went down.
That's a good question.
I wonder if it was like right around this time and she just basically just kind of took a break and said, I don't want to do this anymore for a while. Because that could also be the reason of why we just didn't see her, because it really was kind of a steep drop off with her being in those two big movies and then just not seeing her in forever.
So that was that was in 1995.
Oh damn, okay. So
before.
Way before.
And so I think that's how she became famous, is she started dating Hugh Grant and and showed up at a movie premiere with him. And I think that like put her on the stage.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And she capitalized on it.
100%.
We should do Austin Powers. That's another great movie.
There's so many movies.
Yes.
Well, I feel like this summer will be a lot of movie podcasts.
Yeah, we should bank some.
Yeah, we'll definitely bank some for sure. All right, so we'll wrap up with the movie with this last question. Okay, now, this is just hypothetical. This isn't pertaining to our lives now. This is more so just when we were young, single, no kids.
Previous us.
Yeah, previous lives. Past us.
Mm-hmm.
2009 us. If you got offered the same deal from the devil to sell your soul and to get 7 wishes, A, would you do it? And B, what would you ask for? And how would you envision it going wrong? Because let's be honest, it's gonna go wrong.
Yeah, that's the catch-22 is you
Yeah.
get the wish, but it's going to go wrong. It's not going to be what you want it to be.
Exactly.
Do you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
I'll let you go first.
Okay. So this is very happily married, have beautiful, healthy kids. Life is great. So I'm going to go back to like 21, 22-year-old Eric, working in a corporate office and realizing super quick how awful that work balance is and how depressing it is. And if someone like Elizabeth Hurley hit on me at a bar and was like, I can give you your wildest dreams, with these wishes, I'd be like, absolutely, I'm in. But after the first one, you'd be like, hey, I want to be rich, I want to be successful, and then it goes terrible. You're a you're Pablo Escobar,
and
it ends horribly. I'd be like, okay, I want hair.
Yeah,
that's my number one.
Careful for that wish.
I miss it.
Yeah,
no, I'm just joking. But yeah, hair. I'd be like, I want great hair. I want to kind of look like Thor.
Nice.
And I'd want to be like a professional athlete, but not dumb.
Yeah.
Not dumb.
Not dumb.
So yeah, hair, look like Thor, professional athlete, not dumb. And then a beautiful woman by my side. I'd be like, can the devil, is she looking for a spouse?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that'd be my 5.
Yeah, those are good. I think we probably have a lot of similar ones because at this time, thinking back 21, 22.
Yep.
Just out of college, finding your way through life.
Yep.
My hair was thinning rapidly.
Yep.
So getting that full head of hair back definitely would have been one.
Who knew?
Yeah, who knew? Because you've seen pictures. You knew me in college. Yep. I had long ass hair.
You had hair, yeah. You had hair.
A lot of hair. So that would be one. I think professional athlete, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with the caveat of not being dumb, because that 100% would happen.
You're just taking mine.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Okay, I'm gonna change it up here. Okay, so that's 2.
Well, because we saw him burn through 7 wishes with all the horrible things.
Yeah, exactly. I think my third wish. Now, this is a little bit revisionist history, and kind of going through what I've been through. No health problems ever, because
that's a biggie.
That's a biggie. We talked about this in the last episode. One infection is taking us down. We're
one
weak.
Infection, one slip
one
disc.
Herniated disc. Yeah, I'm out. I'm weak. So no health problems, and then I would say rich, just having unlimited loads of money, but probably not drug dealer money.
Like tech billionaire.
Yeah, tech billionaire type money. Because at that time, that was the boom.
Yeah, but I see how yours goes wrong. You're the tech billionaire and you get like audited for like corporate crime.
Oh yeah, I'm going to jail for sure.
Right. And mine, if I was an athlete, it'd be like, oh, I didn't say good health, so like my knees would probably blow out in my first game.
Yeah, look, I haven't paid taxes in like 20 years. Okay.
Oh yeah. As the tech billionaire, not
tech
current.
Billionaire. Not currently. I pay my taxes. Yeah. The IRS is listening. I pay my taxes. And then was that 5? Was that 4? I
think it was 4.
4? Okay, man. The
Hair,
last one. Yeah.
Athlete.
Yep.
Good health. Supremely wealthy.
Tech billionaire. Yeah. And then honestly, I would do like a limitless type situation. Like just know everything.
Ooh.
Yeah. There's a lot of downfalls to that. Clearly, if you haven't seen Limitless.
What if it made you like autistic or something?
That's the thing,
right?
Man. Yeah.
You're like, you have no personal skills at all, but you're just smart as hell.
Just smart as hell.
Which makes sense if you're a tech billionaire.
Exactly. It's all everybody's on the spectrum a little bit.
Yeah. We're all we have limits.
Yeah. So yeah, those would be mine. Because the Limitless thing, that'd be kind of cool.
Which one?
The Limitless.
Oh yeah,
Limitless.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what I do with that knowledge.
Honestly, you know what? I wouldn't mind being a dumb athlete. Not gonna lie.
Just dude. You wouldn't have a care in the world.
It's working out for Gronk pretty well.
Yeah. A multimillionaire.
Yeah. The guy's famous. He's rich. He just gets to do dumb things all the time.
Yeah. Got a smoking hot girlfriend.
Yeah. He's living life.
Yeah. It's like 3 of your wishes right there, Eric.
Yeah.
One.
Or yeah.
Honestly, though,
I take back smart from mine. I don't mind being a dumb athlete.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, I bet you they have not a single care in the world.
No. Yeah, you're like, I just catch ball, go party.
Yeah. Like the replacements. Go give me the ball. I got you the ball.
I got you the ball, coach. Like, yeah, that's right. You told me I asked you for the ball.
Yeah. That really would be the life. It's like we know too much for our own good, Eric.
Yeah, dude, when I was younger, I used to think, I'm like, man, like the knowledge is power. Like the more knowledge you have. But now I truly I understand the ignorance is bliss.
Dude.
Like there's things you just don't need to know.
Yeah, more knowledge is stressful, dude.
Yeah. It's like, why do I need to know what Kenya's problems are? Like, that doesn't make me. I can't do anything about it. It makes me feel bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, exactly.
And now that gives me anxiety.
Yeah. Like understanding social cues and emotional intelligence, that sucks, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yes. Yes.
Oh man. I guess it makes me normal to hang out with, but who wants that?
Yeah, right.
Oh man. All right, Eric. I think that wraps up our Bedazzled talk. Anything else you want to touch on about the movie?
Love it. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. The only bummer is it was only available on rental.
Yeah.
I did do the thing where I was like, rent it for $3 or buy it for like 15, and I was like, I'm gonna rent it.
Yeah, dude, same.
Just $15 is so much when you're like, maybe in 2 months it'll be on HBO Max or something.
Yeah, exactly. If the price of the buying is only like $1 more than the rental, then I'll buy it.
Yeah. That's
at that point,
like, well, if I'm paying that anyways,
yeah. What's another $1? Right?
I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, it's just money.
Yeah, it's just digital money.
Yeah, it's not real. Yeah, that is the only shitty part. That is not anywhere on streamers.
We could do a whole hour and a half on streaming and how much it sucks.
Dude, it's gotten so bad.
I'm done with. I hate streaming. I think it's the worst deal we've had. We didn't know what we were getting into, and now it sucks.
Well, it started out great.
Yeah,
when it first was introduced to us.
Yeah,
but now everything together is more than what just regular cable would be.
And you still need regular cable to watch some basic sporting events.
Yeah, don't get me started on YouTube TV, man.
You know what? I take it back. That's my wish to the devil.
Yeah. Make cable television affordable again.
Fix streaming. I don't need the other wishes. Just fix streaming, please.
Yeah, fix streaming. Yeah,
should all be like, damn it, you did something for the greater good. The contract is now void.
Yeah.
That was a selfless act. I'm like, thank you.
That was a selfless act, yeah.
Everyone hates it.
Dude, it's so bad. And the problem is like the main stuff is not all in one streamer. Like it's all spread out everywhere.
Yeah.
Like even sports. Like like NHL. Dude, it's on Max and it's on like regular ESPN.
I was using what was it, the FanDuel network because Bally went bankrupt. That app sucked. It was like $22 a month, and I was watching the Last Place Predators. I was like, cut that bad boy out. No thanks.
Yeah, we recently did some cutting too because it's like I got stuff like I watch maybe once every 2 months.
Yeah,
I'm like at that point if I want to watch something, I'll just sign up for a month and then cancel it after.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's really the best way to do it nowadays. I feel like.
I agree.
Yeah. Fuck them streamers, man.
All my friends, all my homies hate streaming.
But they got me. We talked about this. I think off air last week. But I started watching the Righteous Gemstones.
Oh yeah, you're in,
dude. I finished the first 2 seasons already.
Yeah, you're in. You're definitely in a week.
In a week, yeah.
Yeah,
it's so good, man. It's hilarious.
Who's your favorite character,
dude? I mean, Danny McBride is obviously he's awesome.
The sister's hilarious though, right?
The sister is hilarious.
Dude. She was in Vice Principals. I think that was her first role with Danny McBride in a show. And because I saw an interview with him where he said she was like one of the first actors/actresses that they could give her the most insane lines of dialogue, and she would like make it funnier than even what they thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
she is like the things she says. You're just like, holy cow.
Yeah, they're out there.
Yes.
Dude, Walton Goggins' character is great.
He's great. Yeah,
he's fantastic. How many episodes have you seen? Are you like
2? I've only seen 2.
Okay.
Yeah. But I've seen so many of the darn clips.
Yeah. There's one clip. There's one scene with Walt Goggins when it's like kind of like a flashback, and he's coming to visit like Eli, like the Gemstones, like for Christmas, and he's like sharing a room with like the siblings. And like the sister comes in and just made some joke about, like, are you like touching each other's dicks or whatever?
Yeah.
He's like, nah, ain't nobody playing no dick pong over here. Oh man, just fantastic.
It's so good. And it's like literally anything you say from there is going to be crude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
There's no really easy way to say this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That show's
I
great
agree.
though. A lot of great one-liners.
Yeah.
Highly recommend. 10 out of 10.
I know. I need to finish it.
Yeah.
Continue watching it.
Continue. Yeah. Really good, man. Oh, all right. Before we get out of here, you want to talk a little bit about some NHL playoffs or anything?
I was going to say, did you see the Canadians are up 3-2 on Washington?
Ooh.
Interesting. I've loved the play. The NHL playoffs are awesome. You nailed it.
Fantastic.
With your pick.
I told you.
You picked.
You made fun of me. Everybody made fun of me.
Yeah, it's awesome. I think the Florida Panthers are the real deal.
Dude, they're so good.
They're making Tampa look like dumb.
Silly.
Yeah. They're making them look like they're not good at hockey, and they're a very good hockey team, and Panthers are just beating them up.
Yeah, dude. There was a clip.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say there was a clip of it was like Sam Bennett, Matthew Tkachuk, and Brad Marchand just chirping at the Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
And the clip was like what's the rest of the league supposed to do?
Yeah,
these guys are a problem.
The funny thing to me is, Anish, congrats to your Toronto Maple Leafs. They're going to sweep Ottawa. They're scoring, and they're scoring overtime goals, whatever, good hockey. And they're going to run into the Florida Panthers.
Yeah.
And they're going to get rocked, dude.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about that though. Like, we knew Toronto, although Toronto has been like any other game in overtime, they probably would have lost in previous seasons. So they are making some strides, I guess.
But Ottawa stinks.
Again, yeah. They're first time playoffs, very young team.
Yep.
Just, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm very happy that we're getting Toronto versus Florida in the second round.
It has to.
That's an awesome matchup.
We have to get it. It's kind of like how Dallas has to play Colorado or something. It's like, you have to. You guys have to play each other. Sorry.
Yeah. Speaking of Colorado, that pick don't look so great now.
Dude, but I know Dallas is. Did you see Dallas? What is it? They have like a minute of leading time.
70 seconds.
They the whole series through 3 games, and they're up 2-1. You're like, that's insane.
Yeah, that'll even itself out.
They're resilient. Dude, I love the Kings beating the shit out of the Oilers.
Dude, the Kings. Dude, man, I love me some Anze Kopitar.
They look good, dude.
Dude, they look so good.
They look good. Vegas looks like frauds.
Yeah, although
they're getting punked.
Yeah, didn't they win last night?
No.
Or today? When did they play?
They won the first game,
and they lost game 2.
Yeah, they lost 5-2 last night.
Oh shit! Okay.
And honestly, the Blues and Jets series has been awesome.
Yeah, that series has been awesome. Blues put it on him last night, though.
They did. That's the hella suck we know.
Yeah. That's the one we know and love.
He's an American goalie, and you're like, I just need you to be better, buddy.
Yeah.
You didn't win us the exhibition All-Star game against Canada, and you suck in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's no Ryan Miller, man. Even Ryan Miller, not like awesome goalie. Don't get me wrong,
clutch.
But like he was clutch, man. He had the clutch gene in him.
Yeah, Ryan Miller ruled.
Yeah,
he's a great American patriot.
Great American patriot. Listen, there's nothing you could have done that Crosby goal. Okay.
Yeah, dude, that was beautiful, perfection.
Yeah, there's nothing you could have done it differently.
Son of a bitch.
Oh man. Yeah, I was gonna say though, going back to my original point, I sidetracked a lot on that one.
Yeah.
Going back to the Maple Leafs and Panthers having played each other in the second round. I love it because it makes for more entertaining hockey, which is the whole point of it. I get that.
Yeah.
But man, I do miss the old seeding.
I miss
the old seeding.
I agree. I hate this, the way they set this all up, where it's like you play your division rivals, which is just like and also, did you see the ratings are not good this year?
Which is surprising because the playoffs are exciting this year.
I think they're down like 20% to last year. And you're like, I don't know what it is. Maybe because there's barely any games on ESPN throughout the year. And then they just they throw them all on True TV and ESPN too, for the playoffs. But yeah, it's been awesome. But I agree. Go back to the 1 through 8. Let the 1 play the 8, the 2 plays the 7, 3 plays the 6, and then because the 4-5 was like there would be a few upsets, but the 4-5 was always like the heavies, that were like good going at it. And now it's like, because even like Colorado, Dallas, those 2 teams could win the cup. And it'd be Tampa, Toronto, or Florida, Toronto, or the Bruins in Toronto or somebody. And you're like, that should be like second, third round of the playoffs, not the first, playoff series.
Yeah, 100%.
I agree. But apparently Gary Bettman loves the current playoff format, and I hate it.
I hate it. I mean, it's great that we get these awesome matchups, but like, I mean, even if you go with the 1 through 8, we still would have gotten like Colorado versus like Vegas or LA.
Oh, yeah.
In the first round.
Yeah.
And how awesome would that series be?
Yeah.
Like that would be an awesome series.
Like, yeah, if I'm Colorado or a Dallas fan, I'd be really pissed that like you're a good team, and then you go into the playoffs and you got to play two heavies going at it.
Well, that's what happened with us when we won the President's Trophy. Second round, we play the second best team in the NHL in Winnipeg.
Yeah, Winnipeg.
Like in the second round, that shouldn't have happened. Like, like shouldn't have happened, but here we are.
Mm-hmm.
But I digress.
Yeah, go watch the playoffs, folks. It's awesome.
Go watch the playoffs. Help boost the numbies.
Yeah, that's right. Watch this pod. Watch NHL playoffs.
Which I was surprised.
No, go ahead.
I was saying I'm surprised the numbers are down considering they spent all this money on getting these new TV deals and it's on more channels.
But during the season, all the games are on ESPN Plus. It's a paywall.
Yeah,
it's not on basic cable. It's the NFL rules because it's on ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, and ESPN. Yeah. And now, granted, dude, I saw a thing now. It's almost $1,000 you have to pay for on average for your cable, Netflix, Amazon Prime, and HBO to watch NFL games or Peacock, not HBO. And you're like, and it stinks.
Yeah, it's so dumb, dude.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. I just won't watch it. Like if it's on Peacock, I just won't watch it then.
Yeah,
I don't have
same.
It. You know what I mean?
I pretty much don't watch the Amazon Prime, the Thursday night ones. The games stink usually, anyways. And you're like,
have you tried watching the games on your phone ever? Like on Amazon Prime, it's not a very user friendly.
Is it bad?
Like the app is not great on TV. It's fine, but like if you're trying to watch it like on your phone, not great.
Yeah,
like they need to work on that for sure.
Yep, I agree.
But man. This podcast went off the rails there.
Yeah, we did. We went past Bedazzled.
Yeah. Go watch Bedazzled, folks.
Oh, also Titans selected Cam Ward. It feels weird not doing a draft talk when we got the draft this week or yesterday and this weekend.
I know. Damn these dance competitions, Brandon.
Brandon really screwed us. But yeah, Cam Ward's a Tennessee Titan. Can't wait.
Yeah.
It's a new era.
And I feel like the more stuff, like now that the draft is done and with Shadur Sanders kind of falling and continuing to fall, he's still not. We're in the middle of the second round right now. We're recording this on a Friday.
Yeah.
And he still hasn't been selected. So,
nope.
But I'm feeling good, man. It seems like this is like a universally, this pick seems like a win by everybody.
Yeah. Yes. Yep.
And that's all you want. You don't want your pick to like, you want people questioning your pick, right?
Yeah. I love the idea that the guy had like one offer. He was like a no-star recruit. He had like one offer. Use that to get into Washington, and then he used that success to get into Miami and become the number one pick. It's like the guy clearly works hard. He's clearly for the love of the game.
Love of the game.
That's what we need.
For real, dude. Also, did you hear? Because obviously he had his press conference today, and apparently Warren Moon gave him the okay to wear the number one. Which is awesome.
He came in, handed him a jersey. Did you also hear Warren Moon's comments about the jerseys? About
new jerseys coming up?
New jerseys?
I think we're going to go heavy in the Oilers colors, dude.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. The baby blues. And,
can't wait.
Which they should.
So awesome. Yeah, they should. They should.
The Ringer had an article today. I think I sent it to you, didn't I? About how it's like, can Cam Ward finally make the Titans interesting? And you're like, ow.
Yeah.
We know that, but when you put it in print, it hurts, man.
Yeah. Like, dude, we were just the number one seed like a few years ago.
Yeah, I know. But we got a lot of bad seasons under our belt, Anish.
A lot.
There's a lot.
Not great.
No.
Not great.
No. Room for improvement. The Titans need to make a deal with the devil, dude.
Dude, they might need more than 7 wishes.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, because they traded back from the 35th pick. I don't know why they did that. That's so dumb.
It's because we traded our other second-round pick to the Chiefs for Snead.
Yeah, also true.
So we're a bad team, and you need. But I agree, though. I don't know why you wouldn't want a high-value second rounder. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, because at the 35th pick, you're gonna get.
You're getting a starter.
You're getting a starter. You're probably getting somebody who probably should have gone in the first round.
Yes, Derrick Henry was a second rounder.
Exactly. AJ Brown,
second rounder. I agree.
Some good second rounders out there.
Yep, I agree.
But then you also get like Will Levis in the second round. So you take him, you leave him.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I would love to know what the hell happened. What the hell Shadur said to make him plummet like that? Because like, there's a lot of bad teams that need a quarterback.
Yeah, the Browns have passed on him like
twice,
3 times because he traded back up into the second round. So they had
the
3
Giants
picks
passed
already.
on him twice.
Yeah, Giants took Jackson Dart.
Steelers passed on him.
That was a surprising one. I thought the Steelers would have taken him. Thought that would have been where he went, but
yeah,
I don't know if he's. Well, I mean, I don't know. A lot of it is probably his dad. Let's be honest.
It's not like breaking news. Deion Sanders, big personality. I think we've known that since the 90s.
Yeah. Well, I think it was the whole like how they retired his number already at Colorado, and it's like, dude, you're giving him a bigger ego than he needs right now.
Yeah. I mean,
like Tim Tebow, arguably the greatest college quarterback ever, doesn't have his number retired at Florida.
Yeah,
like maybe don't.
Maybe win. Yeah, because I don't think they didn't win their bowl game, did they?
No, I think they won like 9 games.
Yeah.
Like they didn't win like that many games. So
yeah.
I'm sure his ego is being stroked like crazy.
Well, he's got too many yes men around him.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I thought he was good though. When you watch him play, like you're like, yeah, I get it. Colorado's not good. He seems to be pretty good, or at least
he makes him
a flyer. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, especially considering he was projected to be like a top 2, top 3 pick coming into the season. And now he's like in the second round. At this point, might as well take a flyer on him. Why not?
Yep.
I would.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. I'm glad we don't have to worry about it now, though. I'm glad we got Cam Ward.
No, we'll find out in a year if we're back in the same spot or not.
Yeah. We might be.
Yeah.
We might be. Oh man. Did you see the trade offer the Giants gave us though when we denied?
Yeah, that's kind of interesting because we stink at a lot of areas, and I don't know. Part of me wants like all the draft capital.
Yeah,
give me all the picks, dude. We need so many holes to plug in right now.
Yeah, because getting all those picks plus Abdul Carter at the third, would have been.
And we haven't had a good pass rusher in forever.
Yeah, what Javon Curse?
Well, I was gonna say like Derek Morgan, and he sucked.
Nah. I'm trying to think of our last good. I mean, Harold Landry was pretty good.
Then
he's not.
He's fine. Yeah, he's fine.
Like Kyle Vandenbosch.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kyle Vandenbosch. Think about that.
And we didn't even draft him. I think he was like a free agent signing.
He came from like San Fran or something.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. But then, could you imagine if like Cam Ward would have went on to? Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm hoping he still goes on to have like an awesome.
Yeah, but we're gonna suck. Part of me is like, dude, take all the draft picks. Don't pick a quarterback. Ride it back with Will Levis. We're gonna suck, and then we'll get Archie Manning next year.
Yeah,
that should have been the goal.
Yeah, I think best case for this year is that we suck, but
he's good.
Cam Ward is awesome.
Yeah, we need him to be healthy. We need to protect him. Show some flashes, and then next year use a high draft pick on a stud like playmaker.
Yeah,
that's got to be the. Or honestly, the way our offensive line's going, we probably still need like a stud left tackle or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
like if Cam Ward can give us like 3,000 plus yards, 25 TDs,
dude,
and like less
if Cam Ward passes for 3,000 yards, I don't think we've had a 3,000 yard passer since like Steve McNair.
Damn.
Maybe Marcus had like 1 or 2 seasons.
I feel like maybe Tannehill got there in those AJ Brown years.
Dude, he was always like, his stat line would be like 2 touchdowns, 175 yards,
also
and an
true.
interception.
Yeah, also true. Fair point.
Hold on, I'm going to Google this real quick.
Okay. Yeah, talk to Mr. Googs real quick. Let's see what he's got to say. But yeah, 3,000 plus yards, like 25 TDs, and like less than 15 interceptions. I'm going to call that a success.
Yeah, and you're like, and don't look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Yeah, just, you saw the mistakes Will Levis made. Don't make those mistakes. Like, if you're going to throw interceptions, just throw regular interceptions.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
So, 2021, Tannehill had 3,700. Okay. 2020, 3,800. 2017, Mariota had 3,200. Okay, so we'll say Tannehill had 2 seasons. Mariota had 2 seasons. Matt Hasselbeck had a season. And then it was all Steve McNair, Warren Moon. So not many 3,000 yard passers.
Yeah.
In an era when passing yards and records are being broken left and right, we still are like the I formation, run the ball, manage the game clock.
Well, at least we're not the Bears. The Bears haven't had a 3,000-yard passing. Did Caleb do it last year? I can't remember if he did it last year or not. But
no, dude, he sucked.
Yeah.
Let me see.
But if he didn't do it last year, they haven't had a 3,000 passing yard season since I think Jay Cutler. I don't even know if Jay Cutler did it. He may have. This is riveting podcast stuff.
Yeah, they've had 12. Jay Cutler is the last one to have 3,000 yards.
Yeah. It's crazy. Hey, at least we had like four seasons recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess.
No, Caleb Williams had 3,500.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Dude, AI is such bullcrap. Don't listen to AI. You know, like the AI, the summary
overview
thing?
Yeah, the overview.
Yeah, you dumb as hell.
Yeah. Yeah, you dumb AI.
Yeah, Caleb, last year, the Bears passed for 30 over 3,000 yards. Okay?
Yeah.
The guy that we said sucks has more passing yards than than any of our quarterbacks the last 3 years.
Yeah. Hey, man. Can only go up from here.
That's right.
Can only go up.
To the moon.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. The video edits of like Cam Ward being compared to like Steve McNair, they get me hype, man.
Oh, dude, don't.
They get
You're
me
just
hype.
right in the feels.
I know, dude. Right in the feels. And I'm gonna look, we've already spin zoned ourselves into buying all in on Cam Ward.
Hope. We have hope right now. Little hope right here in our pocket.
Yeah. And then I know I talked about it a little bit, but did you see we signed Tyler Lockett too? Old veteran receiver.
Dude,
we'll see.
Where Tennessee
it
Titans, where has-been wide receivers go to end their careers. They get one last payday. They'll have 12 catches.
Yeah.
3 pulled hamstrings.
Yeah. That's not even old wide receiver. That's like Treylon Burks too.
I know, dude. That guy, who's Treylon Burks?
Yeah.
That guy sucks.
Oh, man. Yeah. It'll be fun to see.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm ready for the NFL season. I just need to see the first game. See, the first game is always a tell-all, right? Like, that'll really tell us.
I mean, yeah, because we knew immediately that Tannehill was going to be, like, super fun.
Yeah.
And then we knew immediately that Will Levis fucking sucked.
Yeah. Well, for the first 3 quarters, we did not.
Yeah, it wasn't, but it wasn't, you're like, something's wrong here. Like,
yeah,
this should be more fun than it is.
Yeah,
like we're winning.
Yeah, like this game should be over by now.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, I shouldn't feel worried about this game right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's a fair assessment.
That pick 6, dude. Oh my god,
dude,
so stupid. He was like, couldn't even get it out of bounds.
Oh man, I remember because we were flying to California to go to Disneyland during that game, and then I'm just sitting here riding Dumbo by myself like an idiot after that game, just fucking.
Looked at your phone as you go up and down.
Yeah, it was like 103 degrees outside. Just sweat my ass off. Like a hot metal elephant.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Just sitting there like a fucking idiot. Can't wait to do it all over again, though. Am I right?
It got us. Hey, you know what? All that suffering got us to this point, Anish.
Listen, hey, I know we shit on Will Levis, but he did us a service by getting us his number 1 pick.
He did his job.
Yeah. Between him and between Bazooka Joe Milton winning that last game for the Patriots.
Yep.
We did it.
Yep.
Oh man. So I saw a tweet. They were like, if Cam Ward has like a good career, they need to build a Joe Milton statue outside of Nissan Stadium.
Dude, he needs like free tickets for life at a Titans game or something. If Cam Ward is good, if he's an actual like 10-year starter, then yes, there should be like a Joe Milton appreciation
for sure.
Yeah, I agree, because it is like, dude, without you balling out for no reason in week 18 of the season against the Bills backups, we probably wouldn't be alive.
Yeah. Oh man. All right, Eric. We did it. I think that'll wrap up this episode. That was good. We did about half on Bedazzled, half on just sports rambling. So
yeah, it's
fun.
draft weekend. I mean, you got to talk draft.
Yeah, draft weekend. We're heavy in the playoffs, so had to talk a little bit.
It's a good time.
Couldn't go without it,
dude. So. Honestly, Anish, it was hard for me to find time to watch Bedazzled. I was like, when the hell am I going to watch this with NHL playoffs? And the draft was last night, and like all this stuff. And I was like I finally, I waited till all my kids were in bed, and at like 9:30, I'm like, okay, we're gonna watch this. And then I was like, oh, thank God, it's only an hour and a half.
Yeah, dude. So I did it on Tuesday because Tuesday was like the only night I had a free night. Like every other
that
night
was
we
still
had, like,
NHL
stuff going on.
playoffs.
Yeah. But I'm like, I'll just put this on. I'll have the playoffs on my phone. Yeah, just watch this on the movie.
No, dude, I raw dogged it.
You.
I did. I put my phone away and I was like, I'm just gonna watch Bedazzled, man.
Yeah. It's good.
That's what I have to do now. Like, because I the whole joke about kids nowadays, they have short attention spans. We're that way too. If the phone is right here next to me, you're like, oh, let me look.
Yeah. Let me just maybe somebody said something that
or some stupid ass meme.
Ago.
Yeah. And you're like, what? And you're like, oh, that is funny. Oh, I missed. What was his stat line?
Yeah.
For the Diablos?
Yeah. Dude, every night my wife will be like, why is your phone going off so much? Like, who are you talking to? I'm like,
the boys.
It's just the group chat.
The boys.
The boys, you know?
Yeah.
We're just sending each other stupid shit.
The funniest thing to me is Brandon and I are on 4 different group chats with different people. So it's usually just me and Brandon copy pasting comments for 4 texts and 4. And so that's it's kind of funny when you get like, I'm like, oh, there's Brandon. He's got a funny point in 4 different chats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ha 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 ha.
Oh man. Hey, wouldn't have it any other way though, right?
That's right.
Oh man. All right. I think we'll wrap up the episode there.
Anish.
Yeah.
We wanted to give 110% to the pod. And, you hope you give 110%. Yeah. And I think we gave 110%.
Excellent point, Eric. As I'm sweating here. Profusely. Like Brendan Fraser with the Diablos. All right, Eric, this is fun. Once again, if you haven't seen Bedazzled, go watch it. Fantastic movie. Just great movie. All around good times.
Makes you feel good.
Yep. I missed saying it earlier, but if you haven't already, hit the follow button, subscribe button, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast. Please and thank you. As always, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We'll catch you next week.
Bye.